Drawing on clay really comes from all the different loves that I have. Drawing was kind of like my first love, thinking about like how is the most immediate way of capturing an idea. It's sculpting with clay. I find like it's very similar. It's a way of creating a two-dimensional object of the ideas that come to mind.
Clay, it really just like fits to your hand, whether you're throwing or hand building, and it's very forgiving and not forgiving in a lot of ways, which is really nice because you can do a lot with it, but it also has its restraints. So there's a lot to learn as well about clay, like the way that it behaves, the way that different chemicals work within it. So there's like a lot to it, but also you can have fun with it, which I really enjoy about ceramics.
So I think there is something that comes with it, that it becomes very almost therapeutical in a way. So just having your hands with clay, to me personally, reminds me of my childhood working with my dad in the fields, like harvesting or just planting corn. And to me, it's kind of like a way of also connecting with that family history.
Hand knitting is a very soothing process. Like once you have the pattern in mind, it's really a very repetitive kind of Zen-like motion. Hand knitting is also very portable, so you can take it with you whenever you go. Because I've had a couple students say that once they learned how to knit, they never felt like they were wasting time. So they're on the bus or the train, they can just pull out their knitting, nice and quiet. It's not bothering anyone. Instead of being on the phone and looking through reels and checking Facebook, right? You're doing something that's soothing and it's productive at the same time.
Everything is made from knitwear. Like everything we wear in our everyday fashion and just everyday garments is knitted, even if you don't realize it. And I love the way something comes together from my mind without having to draw it. It's been something that teaches me how to articulate without articulating like verbally.
Every stitch, every row is just growing right in front of you. So it's very satisfying, I think.
The building diagnostics class is really looking at how buildings perform. So existing buildings, we kind of like to call it building doctors, a way of looking and diagnosing problems. And then when we understand what the problems are, then we can develop appropriate repairs. We say this at the beginning of this class, and I think it's true because I have students come back years later and say, we really do look at buildings differently now.
Most architecture work that's done is done on existing buildings, so it's important to know what previous building systems are, and it's important to know how to work with things that already exist, because you're not going to have the chance to knock something down and build anew every single time. It's also important, I think, to preserve our cultural heritage, to preserve all these beautiful things that make Chicago, Chicago. But to not preserve it would be to lose all that history and lose kind of this museum that we have, the built environment here.
And it also helps us really think about how these buildings are a sustainable resource. The most sustainable building is the one that is already built. And so how do we protect them? How do we save them? And knowing what the problems are really helps us know how to fix them.